So for this video log, we were told to allow our new friend to take us out to do something that is culturally specific to them. As you know, I've been working with Mingbo Chen, who is originally from Suzhou, China. The last time we got together, I had the opportunity to take him out to dinner at Crunchies and then to the MSU hockey game versus the University of Windsor. Although the beginning was a little rough, the majority of the night was a blast. This time, however, the roles were reversing, and I was the one who had to step outside my comfort zone and try to embrace the evening and all the new experiences that may come along with it. Mingbo is a very busy person, so trying to find time to meet with him has been one of the hardest parts of this entire assignment. We finally picked a Thursday and both cleared our schedules for a couple of hours at night. He said his plan was to go to dinner at an authentic Chinese restaurant, and then the rest of the night was a surprise. By 6 o'clock, we were on our way to dinner, and I could already feel the butterflies starting to swirl in my stomach. I felt extremely anxious and was unsure of how I would react to the many new things that I anticipated he would be having me try tonight. The fact that I wasn't even sure how the second half of the night would or what the second half of the night would bring me made me even more nervous. But, in a way, it was kind of an excited nervous, because I was unsure but eager to find out. The restaurant we pulled up to was called Sansu Sushi. Mingbo had said that this was one of his favorite places so far since he had been here in Michigan. This time around, our conversation was much easier, and I felt less awkward trying to maintain it. I felt like we kind of understood the language barrier a little bit better, which made it easier. What was making me uncomfortable, though, was the fact that we were going to a sushi bar, and the only sushi that I've ever had has been vegetarian. Something told me that that was not the meal that I was going to be eating tonight, though. When we walked in, the restaurant was divided into two sections. On the one side, they had standard dining tables. On the other side, the tables were close to the floor, and everyone seemed to be sitting on cushions. So I got really excited when we headed in the direction of the shorter ones. The waitress said that they were called private sit-down tatami rooms. And it reminded me of when I was little, my mom used to let us once a month order a bunch of takeout Chinese food, and we got to eat it in the living room and watch TV while we were eating, which was a big deal for us because normally it was dinner every night at the table with the family. So that was cool. It brought back some memories and made me really excited. I started glancing at the menu, and then the butterflies came back, because many of the things that I saw on there, I had no idea what it meant. And Mingbo was trying to explain it to me, but it was really hard for him to put an English word to many of the things that were in the sushi. So I decided to dive right in and just let him order my food for me as long as there was no fish eggs in it, which I think is called masago. My friend told me that this is common to put it on or in sushi rolls, and I don't think I could ever imagine consuming it. He joked about not wanting to scare me, so he ordered me the caterpillar roll, which actually looked like a caterpillar, and I later found out that it had eel in it. I told him many times not to tell me what was in it until after I tasted it, because I didn't want to talk myself out of trying a bite or make judgments before the plate had even gotten to our table. It was really cool. I was beginning to feel like Mingbo and I were becoming actual friends, which is something I never thought I would be able to say 2 months ago. Not to mention his skill level with chopsticks. I never really understood how to eat rice or noodles, or much of anything with them, but he just made it look so easy. As the night carried on, the remainder of my nerves eventually vanished, and I was able to relax. It turns out that the slippery texture of real sushi is something that may take some getting used to for me. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, but dealing with the whole raw fish thing may take me a while to overcome. After dinner, Mingbo was telling me that for fun, in Suzhou, he and his friends really enjoyed going to karaoke bars. That was supposed to be his surprise and also the plan for the rest of the night. But unfortunately, every place in East Lansing that was still opened, you had to be 21 or up, so we never did make it. But I think one day that would be cool to go to. I always pictured him as being really shy and quiet, and it would have been really interesting to see him step outside of his comfort zone and do something that's so outgoing. Mingbo said something that night that really resonated with me, though. He was saying how when he first came, he was really nervous to go out and try new things with different people because he was scared. But once he actually did them, he was able to adapt better and relate more to living here and the things that we do around here. Um, to relate that to my life, I think that this lesson is extremely important. Most people, including myself, are scared of everything that is unfamiliar to them. We shy away from the unknown and in return never truly accept what is different, which is strange to me because in life isn't everyone just trying to fit in and be normal? I guess the bottom line is you can never truly get rid of those fears until you face them. And step one for me was allowing myself to give control to Mingbo, a complete stranger, and let him show me how awesome his differences could actually be, which was cool. All right, thank you.